If you're after one of the loudest axle-backs available for your 2005 to 2010 Mustang GT or GT500, look no further than the crowd favorite SLP Loudmouth. Now, this extremely popular system will also be extremely loud in the old Wake the Neighbors department, and looking at the lack of mufflers, it's pretty easy to see why. Now, price point for the full stainless steel system will hover in the mid $300 range, and the site is going to call this one a soft 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and about an hour to get in place. But be sure to hang out towards the end of the video and we'll show you how to get everything installed. So this one is going to be rather short and sweet, guys, as there really isn't too much to talk about here outside of that monstrous tone from this particular axle-back. So with that said, what do you say we dive headfirst into our Wake the Neighbor scale? And this one is gonna get a healthy 4 out of 5 on that 1 to 5 or 1 to Wake the Neighbor scale, which by the way is top honors for the axle-back category. Now pair this thing up with an aftermarket mid-pipe or header of your choice and expect that scale to be pegged at a full-blown 5 out of 5. So how does SLP achieve this level of arc with an axle-back? Well, looking at the system, it's pretty easy to tell, right guys? There are no mufflers anywhere to be found with the SLP in sight. Now instead, SLP will incorporate their 3.5-inch loudmouth resonated tip, which do little basically to quiet things down, but let's be honest, that's the whole point of this particular system. Now on top of that, the lack of mufflers do lead to a very free-flowing system, as you might imagine, with practically zero restriction overall. So even though exhaust systems don't typically yield big power gains by themselves, this option won't hurt you in that regard. Construction-wise, nothing but the good stuff here, guys, from SLP, including that 2.5-inch mandrel-bent tubing, what little of it there is, all made from 409 grade stainless steel, which will be great at reducing corrosion in the long run. Now the tips themselves, they have been stepped up in both diameter and quality of material, 3.5 inches to be exact, in addition to that polished 304 grade stainless, which again is going to be a step up from the 409 grade for the piping itself. And finally, you are going to be looking at that SLP logo etched into the tips there. But switching gears, what do you say we get into the installation, guys? And the site is going to call this one a soft 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and about an hour to get in place. No cutting, no permanent modification, but to give you a better idea of how things will go down, here is Tony with a detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown.
All right, thanks Justin. Now to begin, we're gonna loosen up the clamps on our factory axle back and slide our mufflers back out of place. Now sometimes you can just slide them out, sometimes you can't. Now if we can't do that, we're gonna use a 13mm wrench and take our factory hangers off and then just drop the mufflers out. Now let's go ahead and get started. Tools used for this installation are an impact gun or a ratchet and a 15mm socket. Now with our 15mm on our impact gun, you can use a ratchet. That's all you have. Let's loosen up this clamp. Now we should be able to just wiggle the pipes apart here. There we go. Now with a little bit of elbow grease, we're gonna go ahead and just jostle the muffler around and slide it back towards, well, we're actually gonna slide it forwards towards the front of the car to slide it out of our hangers, just making sure it doesn't catch up on the factory pipe. They should just pop right out. And just like that. And just like the other side, 15mm, loosen up the clamp. All right, and as you can see, our factory mufflers up against our new SLP, well, I don't know if you can exactly call them mufflers, but this is gonna be loud, and that's about how I like it. Let's go ahead and get these installed. They're gonna go in the same exact order as you took your mufflers out. We're gonna use the clamps supplied with our kit. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and slide our new piece into place. As you can see, I have both pieces together with our clamps already in place. I don't have them tightened down yet. We're gonna do that once we get it up on the vehicle and tighten down. We're gonna go ahead and slide them into hangers, and we're gonna slide our factory exhaust pipe into the end of our new axle back. We'll get it all lined up, and then we'll tighten it down. The same 15mm socket we used earlier, we're gonna go ahead and start tightening down our clamps. And just repeat it for the opposite side. Now that ties up the installation of our SLP Axle-Back Loudmouth Exhaust, and I hope you enjoyed this video. For more parts and videos like these, make sure you visit us at AmericanMuscle.com.